Those good old American boys are storming the beaches of sunny Normandy. Gentlemen, many of you are going to die because this is D-Day. Now, defending the beach is, well, you guessed it, the Germans. But these look like a bunch of peasants with bolt-action rifles. There's an impressive bunker network here at Normandy, and it looks pretty dangerous. Oh, the Americans didn't load one of their boats. That's totally accurate. But what we're gonna, oh my God! What just exploded? Was that a landmine? Do the landmines explode? Oh my God, guys. The landmines explode. This is gonna be absolute chaos as we see Tommies fly through the air. Gosh, and the thing about it is Tab's people are not smart enough to avoid landmines. Isn't that one right there? Oh, well, that answers that question. I feel like these Americans should have brought in their brown pants today instead of their green ones. Look at it, these guys are just like flying. Okay, the beach is heavily defended. What we're gonna be seeing today is the Americans squaring off against the Germans in this impressively made map. Now, this map was made by the man, the myth, the new legend? Sasha. I've never seen a map quite like this in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Now, the idea is that the ground and the barbed wire, the bunkers, every little bit of terrain that you see here is... How did you get over there? Has collision models. Oh, we're what's left of the 101st Airborne, we're flanking. No, dude, you got launched over here by the landmines. But like, look at this giant battle. This, what is that thing? Oh, that's just a bullet. It's like, I can go into the space. Maybe if you shrink a person, put him in a bullet, shoot him into space. I mean, is that considered an astronaut? Would that be considered the first person into space if they were the first person into space? I think that kind of answers the question, doesn't it? Okay, so the issue here is we need to up the German defensive arsenal. Now, we've been using Ostruppen. Let's Google that, because that probably means trash. Nope, just Eastern Legions. Okay. Military history not visualized. Ostruppen, just cannon fodder? It sure seems like it. I think the cannon fodder units like the Ostruppen that we just saw is kind of like, you know, when you get an evil leader who's basically just a wagon of jacks. And they're like, you know what, let's just mobilize everybody in the country. It doesn't matter if they're trained or not. We need to mobilize. That's a good idea. Just give up. Stop being a jerk. So what we're gonna see is just how good. Look at how many German units we have here. There are so many. There are even the Tiger tanks. And that's it. No Panzers. No Panthers. Panthers? Fürs unter Vaterland. You're in here too, bud. Yeah, you get in there with that flag. So now that we no longer have just cannon fodder units defending and we actually have the Grenadiers, I think these guys look a little bit right and proper, right? Now, my favorite part is definitely the landmines. I mean, unless you're an American soldier. Ha! You can tell if a landmine's been hit because people are flying through the sky. So we're doing this, I mean, I've got a very new computer. It's got like one of those 3080, no, it's a 3070 graphics card, which was good at the time. Now we've got these like 4000 cards. 4000. Yeah, that's proper verbiage, right? And they're just... Those new NVIDIA cards are just so overpriced, man. It's like, when I first bought my PC, when I first built mine, I used some of my student loans money. I paid off my loans now, government, so get off my back. I pay my taxes, all right? But thank God I borrowed that money and used $1,500 at the time. I was using two NVIDIA 4080s. No, excuse me, 480s. Yeah, 480s.
When I was your age, NVIDIA cards didn't cost a small Honda.
All right, Grenadiers, what do you got for me? Because these guys are... We need Bangalores! Get the Bangalores! We need Bangalores. Look at this. The Führer, aka the little man baby who did not like that people didn't like his paintings. I mean, that's an oversimplification. He's 10,000. We're gonna need to call in, like, the elites of the elites. Take defensive charge. Oh yeah, we need charges. Let's get the chargers in there. This is what you call tactics. Oh, here we go. airborne troops. So we're gonna have a few airborne troops flanking. The issue, though, is that one of these defending Germans is, well, you know, the man with the little mustache. Where are you? Where are you? Hans! Where's the Führer? Where is he? Is he over here? 9. Oh, that's him. Never mind. Jawohl. That is him. He's got a little Luger. He's got headphones on. I'm wondering, you know what? I bet you he calls in, like, some artillery strike. Maybe, like, the Germans had that Gustav gun. Or was that World War I?
Back in my day, we had cannons on trains.
And now we got, like, freaking drones that aren't even piloted by anybody but some dude with a Nintendo 64 controller living in Missouri. You know? Oh! The airborne is taking... I know exactly how we're gonna defeat this beach. What? It looks like they ripped the roots out from this bunker. That is amazing. Okay. So airborne troops are pretty impressive. I'm not seeing anything crazy coming out of Germany other than bunkers falling. Oh my gosh. I feel like airborne could definitely do a decent job. This is D-Day, but totally accurate. Oh, okay, someone's calling in artillery. And the airborne troops over here, you know who it is? It's the little man himself. Where are you? Oh, look at these boys with the Tommy guns running up. Oh, this guy, you got a freaking shovel and a flag, and you have a shovel and you run into the barbed wire. And bro, I don't know if that's safe. Is he getting by it? Oh my god, okay, never mind. I was talking that smack, boy, and you done delivered. Charge them! This is hilarious. So the issue is, since Tabs doesn't have a level editor, which, my god, I wish it did, they'd probably sell another bazillion copies of the game. The artillery is so powerful it's breaking the rocks. Or it's just a dude with a hot air balloon. Yep, that is awesome. What I want to do is see just exactly what are we working with here. I am going to get one of every German unit. Oh my god. This German faction, the Wehrmacht, has 76 units. To fight them, we're just gonna send General Patton with a whole lot of artillery, a chargy boy, or 4, and we're gonna double the numbers of the Germans. Now the issue here is, like, look at this. The Germans have, like, this has gotta be a Nebelwerfer. We got guys from every front. Dudes in winter camo. Dudes with gas masks, MP40s, MG42s. Oh, wait a second, that's Russian. We got Panzer Shreks. And we've got 3 different varieties of Tiger Tank, as well as, like, different styles of artillery. We got the evil man himself, his evil underseers, or, yeah. And all we got fighting them is a little bit of patriotism and a whole lot of artillery. Look at that. Okay, I'm really hoping that those pieces of artillery are incredibly, incredibly powerful, or else the American faction has no chance. Okay, well, I mean, I think the Führer over there is calling in, like, a huge artillery barrage. Those cannons are effective, but is it enough? Now, what's our frame rate? Our frame rates are actually decent. They're better here than on the D-Day map, which does make sense, because I'd presume that this entire map is one entity, whereas people, in their creativity, in an attempt to mod and make fun, new, customizable maps, have to kind of be cheeky about it. This is the point where I really, really wish we could see how many Germans survive. And by see them, I mean, obviously we can see them. I mean, what number? A number in the top right corner or something. Be like, oh, there's 72 Germans left. Then we know, well, I mean, there's definitely more than that dead. So I think there was, what, 76? Look at this. It's almost like someone's calling in a Nebelwerfer off screen, or maybe they're ME-262s that were converted to, or were designed to be bombers instead of interceptor fighters. You know, because that was a good idea. All right, what if we got, if all their panzers are there, we need bazooka teams. We need, well, there's rangers with bazookas? Flamethrowers? I'm gonna put some on the flank. And now what we need is American T-66s. Oh, this must be the American, like, Katyusha Nebelwerfer equivalent. I wasn't familiar that they had one. Although there was this image I remember seeing on, like, Wikipedia back in my, like, I must read all the wiki pages on World War II. Like,
back when I was a young kid.
and I remember seeing, like, there were, like, landing barges, I think used maybe in the Pacific Theater, that just had, like, this. Like, the equivalent of just, like, rocket artillery barrages. So imagine that. That's smart, I think. I wasn't there. I can't, you know, attest to its viability. But my God, the T-66s, it's either T-66s doing that, which I think it is, or it's the flamethrowers. It has to be the American rocket artillery. Now, this time, uh-oh, I think there's a little bit of friendly fire going on back in the American artillery line. And part of it is actually just the enemy calling in artillery. My God, slow motion explosions are just gorgeous. Look at that little rockets coming in. That one looked like, oh, these look like bazooka rounds, actually. That's really cool. All right, wait, aren't these guys supposed to be flamethrowers? No, the paratroopers? Oh my God, they just got Nebelwerfed. So the thing about Nebelwerf is you're probably like, what is a Nebelwerfer? Well, it's a piece of German artillery, and it werfs Nebels. And you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, I think what we need is more artillery. Oh, you know what? Artillery on the high ground. And a lot of it. Gentlemen, you may fire when ready. Grand Moff Tarkin. Fire the werfing Nebels! Or werf the Nebels! Can you imagine that? You're like this German soldier, a grizzled veteran. And you're like, all right, I'm here on the front lines. I mean, what's a grizzled German sound like? Sprechen Sie Deutsch. I don't know. Anyway, and then all of a sudden you hear some dude in like that, like hoity-toity, stuck-up German accent saying, like, you must fire the Nebels, werf them everywhere. And you're like, what is this guy talking about? I'm inside of something. But you gotta remember that some of these German units out here are absolutely elite. Like, was the Tiger tank first seen in 1942? Like, imagine that. You got some, like, crappy old tank, and you shoot at a Tiger, and it just bounces off. Then you go back to your little tent in the desert, and you drink your tea, and you just think about how futile that was. And you're like, it's like bounced off them like tennis balls. I mean, the Americans, without, here we go. Is it possible that they win if you take out the Führer himself? So he's way over here. Boom. We take him out. Now, what's the monetary value? The American faction is essentially doubled. There's got to be some units that aren't properly balanced, because otherwise I just can't explain how the Americans are getting trounced like this. And you know what they say, America 2-time World War champs. And then after World War II, it's like, where's the oil, boys? Let's go get some. And then we'll brush our teeths with it. Oh, look at this dude, like leaning down with his little MG42. The officer, maybe, right behind him just got riggedy wrecked. This guy's trying to dodge bullets. Oh my God. Dude, that's Neo, until Neo just got hit in the left ball with a bullet. Well, I guess that's the end of that story. Matrix 1, Neo gets shot. The end. Nobody would like that. T-66 artillery. I don't know where these, like, what unit fires this normally? Because they do kind of look like grenades or right and proper rockets. Someone's still call. Okay, it's one of the German officers that calls in the Nebelwerfer strike. I thought it was good old evil little artist man. Hello, I'm from Switzerland. Wait a minute, you're not from Switzerland. You're a Knights Templar. Oh, never mind. You're a medic with with a flintlock pistol. Oh, I love it. I love Tats. What a great game. It's so silly. Oh, you. Oh my God, the Americans are still getting wrecked, man. Maybe T-66s aren't the answer. But if you want the map, search D-Day collisions, subscribers, all time, and here it is. And then you download an editable copy, and there it is. So thanks for watching, and thank you, Sasha, for making this amazing map. Let me know what you guys would like to see next in tabs, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.